Charlie wrote back to the staff member saying, I'm not here to fight them. I want to know them and love them, and I want to reach them and try and lead them into a great way of life in our country. In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erika. But now Erika can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent. Charlie's angry. Look at that. He's angry at me now. He wasn't interested in demonizing anyone. He was interested in persuading everyone.
No, Charlie, if you're listening, just know, I still believe Matthew 25 verses 25 to 40, which tells me, you're my brother. And I want people to get that. I'm going to say is I'm going to be stepping up for him. And what I believe Trump is doing here, which is standing against Charlie Kirk and literally the wishes of his wife. Because he says he's sorry when he sits there and says that he wants his opponents to suffer. One moment. But he says before that basically what I've been saying. That Charlie Kirk's highest virtue was the fact that he tried to have conversations with people. And I know that, like, I'm going to violate one of my rules here when it comes to people who preach or talk against empathy. I'm going to use this to preach empathy and how empathy makes you a better you. His wife in this situation deserves empathy. And that empathy is to not take the podium away from honoring Kirk and being connected to her by having an empathetic connection to her, to Trump, and to the country, which is very confused right now over all of this. Empathy would teach you to only speak highly of Kirk when you're there and to try to emulate his highest virtue, to try to learn that virtue and make it part of you. Because if you are truly a person of faith, in my view, that's what you do. Faith is about building you. Faith is about taking values that you find as admirable and weaving them into you. And that's kind of what Charlie Kirk was trying to do. People who debate, and who debate honorably, or some that even debate a little less than honorably, they try to weave their knowledge into you. And that's why debate is a value that a person of faith possesses. But for Trump to literally say that he just simply wants his people to suffer and to disagree with Kirk and against his own wife at the funeral of Charlie Kirk is incredibly wrong. But for a person that doesn't have empathy, that's normal. Because I may disagree with certain positions that Charlie Kirk holds, but I always try to hold his highest value. I don't know. To sit there and literally say that you want your opponents to suffer is against his highest value. And to me, you don't speak negatively about the highest value. You try to emulate that and grow with it. Trump disagrees with the highest value of Charlie Kirk in a way where he, apologizes to the wife? I don't think you do that. Because you shouldn't, and a man who did not want his opponents to suffer, and then for you to sit there and say, I want my opponents to suffer, is a defiance of what is the highest value. You see, in my opinion, with a person who debates, you can debate his issues. You can debate his ideas. But you can't debate a value that you believe is truly noble and worthy. If you believe a value is truly noble and worthy, you don't attack it. You embrace it. America right now is in a very confusing place. And to sit there and say opponents must suffer is wrong. But we'll see where this goes and move forward. Like, share, subscribe. Let's talk. Let's debate about this weird position that at the funeral of Charlie Kirk, to attack his highest virtue and want opponents to suffer. Thank you.